Hi, Bob the Canadian here. Have you ever noticed when you're listening to an English conversation that sometimes we make sounds that aren't quite words? Well, in this video I'll look at 15 sounds that English speakers make while they're having conversations, and I'll explain what they mean. And I'm kind of curious if you make the same sounds in your language. If any of these 15 sounds sound familiar, please let me know in the comments below. Hey, welcome to this video. If this is your first time here and you're learning English, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and the small bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. Also, if you could give me a thumbs up at some point during this video, that would be awesome. So, when we speak to each other in our native languages, we make sounds sometimes instead of using words. So in this video, let's look at 15 different sounds that you'll hear in English conversations. And as I said before, if any of them are familiar, if they are sounds you also make in your language, please tell me in the comments below. Number 1, uh-huh. So this means the same thing as yes. If I was to respond to a question by saying uh-huh, it means that I agree or I'm saying yes. Maybe someone has asked me, hey Bob, do you want a piece of pizza? I could reply by saying uh-huh, meaning that I do want a piece of pizza. Number 2, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm means yes as well. So maybe I said I wanted a piece of pizza and someone asks, hey Bob, do you want a drink with that? I could respond by saying mm-hmm, which would mean yes, I do want a drink with my slice of pizza. Number 3, uh-uh. So uh-uh means no. Maybe someone has asked me if I want to go see a movie and I want to respond by saying I don't want to. I could say, uh-uh, I don't feel like seeing a movie tonight. Uh-uh means no. Number 4, mm-mm. You'll notice I'm kind of moving my head from side to side when I say mm-mm, because it also means no. Maybe someone asks me the question, do you want to go to a restaurant tonight? And I don't want to go. I could say mm-mm, and that would just indicate to that person that I'm saying no. Mm-mm, I don't want to go. Mm-mm. Number 5, uh-oh. So uh-oh is something you say when you have a small accident. Maybe you were walking with a cup of milk and you dropped it on the floor and spilled the milk. You would say uh-oh. And it's basically a surprise sound that you make when something goes wrong. Uh-oh, I dropped the milk on the floor. Uh-oh. Number 6, aha. So aha is something that you say when you discover something or when you solve something. Maybe you've been working on a really hard math problem and finally you understand how to figure out the answer. You would say aha, and this is just a sound you make indicating that you're happy to have discovered how to solve something or how to do something. Aha. Number 7, mm-mm-mm. Or just mmm. This is a sound you make when there's food that you can smell or see that looks really yummy and looks really tasty. So you would express your appreciation of the smell of the food by saying, mmm, that smells good, or mmm, I can't wait to eat this. Number 8, shh. You'll notice that I'm putting my finger to my mouth when I'm making the shh sound. So this is not just a sound, shh, but it's also an action. So let's imagine you're somewhere and you have a child with you and they're being loud, they're being noisy in a place where they should be quiet. You would indicate to them that you want them to be quiet by going shh, and this hopefully makes them start to be quiet. Although if your young children are like mine, usually they get a bit noisy just a few seconds afterwards. Number 9, this is a hard sound to make on camera, but I make it all the time. It's a sound of frustration. So when you're frustrated, when something isn't going the way you want, and you just feel, you just make the sound like that, like, Maybe you've been trying to get a job for a long time and everyone keeps saying no. You could express your frustration by saying, I just can't find a job. It's so frustrating. Number 10, So this is a little different than the last one. This is an expression, a sound you would make when you see something that disgusts you. So it's like, that's gross. That's disgusting. Sometimes we also say ew, like ew, that's disgusting. But I normally say that's gross, that's disgusting. Number 11, So is a sound that you make when you're thinking. So maybe someone has asked you a question and you're not quite sure of the answer. You might pause a bit and say, let me think about that. I think you rub your chin when you do that. Let me think about that. So that's a sound that you make when you're thinking. Number 12, I say this all the time. You're not supposed to say but you'll notice in a lot of my videos when I pause, I say So I might be talking and then see, I said it right there. I say because I'm still thinking about my next sentence. I'm still thinking about my next thought. So you say as a way to pause. Now please note, you're not supposed to say especially if you're talking in front of other people. You'll want to avoid saying at all costs, but I still say it, so you need to know what it sounds like. Number 13, So this is something that you say when you understand something or when the answer becomes clear to you. So maybe a friend has explained something to you that you didn't understand before. You were confused. You would respond to them by saying, and it kind of means like, I get it, or I understand. Number 14, So this is sounds, these two sounds are sounds you'll hear when you're at fireworks. When the fireworks shoot into the sky and they explode, oftentimes people will say, ooh, and it's also a sound people will make. Maybe you have a new piece of jewelry and it's very beautiful. People might look at it and say, ooh, that's really nice. So it's an expression of appreciating. You're appreciating what you're seeing. Ooh and ah. Number 15. So is something that we say when we don't really believe something. Maybe someone has said, your uncle won the lottery. And you're like, I don't believe it. I don't know what you're talking about. So it's an expression of doubt. I don't really believe that. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like a P sound. And usually it's before a sentence of doubt, like, I don't believe that. Well, those were 15 sounds that we make as English speakers. I'm curious to know if you make any of those sounds in your own native languages. Let me know in the comments below. Bob the Canadian here, Learn English with Bob the Canadian. Please don't forget to subscribe if this video was helpful to you, and click the bell notification icon. As well, if this was a great video for you, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget that if you scroll down below in the description, there is some bonus practice material to help you review the English that you have learned in this video. Bob the Canadian here, Learn English with Bob the Canadian. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have a good week. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.